14.2 Client Exercise Profile. Here you can see my client consultation and you can see the evidence. On the left is the PARQ and the lifestyle questionnaire that Alex has completed and filled out, and on the right you see me doing the consultation with my client Alex. Client Profile. My client Alex, he's a male, age 16. He has no medical conditions with him or his family. However, he had an injury with his ankle 2 years ago and he gets regular amounts of sleep each night. He consumes a recommended amount of water each day. He doesn't smoke and he plays basketball. His position is the shooting guard. Alex has set some targets for himself. I think there should be short and long-term targets. Speed. In basketball, you need to be able to run from one end of the court to another. By the end of the 6 weeks, Alex will be able to run from one end of the court to another 2 seconds quicker. This can be measured by doing a 60-meter run, as I'll measure it over 2 lengths of the court. During the test of the 60-meter run, Alex took 13 seconds to run 60 meters. By improving this, he'll be able to run from one end of the court to another quicker. Therefore, this will improve his game, as he'll be able to keep up with his opponent. The next one is muscular endurance. In basketball, it's important that your muscles do not fatigue, as it's a high-intensity game and you need to be working your muscles all the time without fatiguing. Specifically, I wanted to improve his legs, as they will be doing most of the work. To test this, we did the bleep test. He got 16. To show that he's improved, I would do the bleep test at the end of the 6 weeks, and I want him to get 18. However, during the course of the 3 weeks, I'm going to test him again just to see if he's improving. Next one is cardiovascular fitness. So to be able to keep up going at a high intensity, he'll need a high level of cardiovascular fitness. And also, finally, agility. In basketball, it's important to have a good agility to be able to dodge around players and get past them without intercepting the ball. Warm up and cool down. So prior to exercise, a client should do a warm up to ensure that all the muscles are ready for exercise. So this will reduce the chance of injury. Warm up before HIIT training. The stretches will need to be dynamic, as HIIT is intense training. The warm-up will be longer and more intense than usual warm-ups. Warming up for circuit training will be the upper body. The stretch will be the upper body. He'll focus on the triceps and the bicep groups. So by doing this, he should do a tricep stretch or bicep stretch. Warming up before circuit training on the lower body. The stretches will focus on the lower part of the body, e.g. hamstrings or quadriceps. Warm up for jogging. So this will be a whole body warm-up. So it'll be pulse raiser, stretches. This is just to warm up your muscles ready for jogging. Cool down. After exercise, a client would need to do a cool down. This is essential for the muscles to prevent injury, so you'll be doing static stretching most of the time. Cool down will break down the lactic acid that's built up in your body during exercise. Before the exercise program starts, I've carried out tests on Alex's muscular endurance, his speed, his cardiovascular fitness and his agility. I've done this to be able to see if Alex has improved over the 6 weeks. On Monday, Alex will be at college from 11 till 3. After this, he'll do HIIT training, high-intensity interval training. This includes intense training with rest. Firstly, there'll be a 5-minute warm-up, followed by a 15-second sprint and a 20-second rest. 3 of these intervals will be done, followed by a 2-minute rest. This HIIT training will be repeated 3 times. When he is sprinting, I want him to get to his heart rate to at least 80 beats per minute. This is so he doesn't push himself too hard, as it's only the first day of his training program. In the warm-up, he'll do dynamic stretches. This means his muscles will be prepared for intense training. He'll also need to do a pulse raiser. He'll be doing exercise in his basketball training on Tuesday, and he'll do a warm-up to ensure his muscles are ready for training. The training lasts for an hour with irregular rest between sessions. After this, he'll do a cool down. I'm not adding anything for this day because he's already done exercise. Same again with Wednesday, as he'll be doing exactly the same. Thursday will be a rest day, as he's had 3 days of full-on exercise. Therefore, I want his muscles to have the time to relax and recover, and hopefully have hypertrophy. On Monday, I'm doing HIIT training to help him with his speed, because in basketball it's essential that you're quick to get around the court. On Friday, Alex has college. It will finish at 2. After this, I want him to go to the local gym, where there is a spinning class at 3:30. The class includes cycling, a warm-up which includes dynamic stretching, and a cool-down which decreases the heart rate. I've chosen the spinning class for Alex, as it will help him improve his muscular endurance of the lower half of his body, so, for example, his hamstrings. Because in basketball, it's important that your muscles do not fatigue as it's a very high intensity game. You need to be working your muscles all the time, full power. And if he didn't have this, he won't be able to keep up with his opponent. Once again, Saturday will be a rest day. This is allowing his muscles to adapt to what exercise has taken place over the last couple of days. On Sunday, I want Alex to do 5 lengths of constant swimming with a 3-minute rest after this. Then he will repeat it 4 times at a level of 11 RPE. I'm doing swimming as it acts as a rest day and it lets all the muscles relax and stretch out to their normal positions. Week 2. Monday once again will be HIIT training. It will be the same as last week, however, I'm upping it to a 20-second sprint and upping his heart rate to 90 beats per minute. By doing this, I want it to be more intense as it's week 2 and I don't want his fitness to plateau. Once again, this is going to help with his speed for his basketball. By being a shooting guard, he needs to be able to get round people quickly to be able to shoot. Tuesday and Wednesday, he has college and basketball training, so those 2 days he'll be doing exactly the same as week 1. He'll be doing no additional exercise to this as it's only week 2. I don't want him to push himself too hard because that could cause injury. Thursday will be a rest day again as he had 3 intense days of exercise and I don't want him to push himself too hard. On Friday, I'd like him to do a circuit at his local gym. The circuit training will be for the upper body. Station 1, bicep curls with 8 kg weights for 20 seconds on each arm. Station 2, 5 pull-ups on the bar. Station 3, 8 bench presses. Station 4, 8 chest presses. Station 5, 8 dips on the bench. This circuit should be repeated 3 times with 4-minute rests in between. By focusing on his arm muscle groups, he'll be able to build more of his muscles, resulting in stronger passes to his players and more precise passes. Saturday's the day he works, therefore it'll be a rest day again. And on Sunday, once again I'd like him to go swimming, working at an RPE of 11. By doing this, it acts as a rest day. Moving on to week 3. Alex has been doing HIIT training for the past 2 weeks. Now I want to improve his muscle endurance and his cardiovascular fitness. I changed it because I don't want him to get too familiar with what we're doing each week, and therefore by changing it up might give him more motivation. I would like Alex to go for a 3-mile jog after college. I'd like Alex to continuously run for 2 miles without stopping. However, if he wants to stop after the 2 miles and walk, that will be allowed. I don't want his heart rate to exceed 100 beats per minute. He'd do this by wearing a heart rate monitor. He's running to improve his cardiovascular fitness. This is important in basketball as you need to be able to get from one end of the court to another without tiring. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday will be the same as the previous weeks. This is because Alex's basketball training is very important as he gets a game on Wednesday, therefore he needs to practice on Tuesday. I'm not going to add any additional exercise to this. Thursday he'll rest again to let his muscles relax and adapt to the exercise that he's done in the previous couple of days. On Friday, I'd like Alex to do an upper body circuit again at his local gym. The circuit training for the upper body, stations 1. Bicep curls with 10 kg weights for 20 seconds on each arm. I've upped it from last time to make sure that his muscles are getting progressively overloading with exercise. I don't want to put too much pressure on his arms because I don't know how much he can take and how heavy he can lift. Station 2 will be 8 pull-ups on the bar. Station 3, 10 bench presses. Station 4, 10 chest presses. Station 5, 10 dips on the bench. This circuit should be repeated about 4 times with 4 minutes rest in between. I'd like him to work an RPE of 13. By doing this again, it will help with his upper body strength, so he'll be able to pass the ball to the teammates on his team. Saturday will be a rest day as he has work all day. However, I'd like him to cycle to work. This is approximately 4 miles from his house. I'd like him to work an RPE of 11. On Sunday, I'd like him to do circuit training, but this time work his lower body. So station 1, squats with 10 kg bars, 8 reps. Station 2, walking lunges for 30 seconds. Station 3, hip adduction 10 times and 10 hip adduction. Station 4, wall sit for 30 seconds. This circuit should be done 5 times with 4 minutes rest in between. I want him to work an RPE of 13. The lower body will help with his legs, so this will improve his position in basketball as he needs to be able to jump to intercept the ball before it goes in the hoop. Moving on to week 4. On Monday after college, I'd like Alex to work on his agility. The drills I'd like him to do is ball drop for 30 seconds 5 times. You stand arm lengths away from the partner in defensive stance. Partner holds a tennis ball in each hand. Sprint to the ball after partner's thrown it. Catch the ball before the second bounce. Toss it back to the partner and sprint back to the starting position. React and sprint to the next throw from the partner. Partner should vary distance, direction, and speed of the throws. Then I'd like him to do the star drill for 15 seconds 5 times. Place 5 cones around 3-point lines. Perform athletic movements such as backboard taps or defensive slides from block to block. When partner calls number of cone, you sprint to the cone and sprint back to the starting spot. Continue performing original movement. React to the partner's next call and sprint to the cone, and then you repeat. The next one is 2-ball pickup. I'd like him to repeat this 10 times. The player faces forward and goes in a press-up position. Partner rolls the tennis ball at one time at varying angles and speed. The player sprints to the first ball, picks it up, turns around, assumes a defensive stance, and then slides laterally to pick up the second ball. Before each rep, there should be a 30-second rest, and before each new activity, a 2-minute rest. I would like him to work at RPE of 15. The agility will help him with his basketball. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be the same as previous weeks. Friday will be the upper body at the local gym. However, I'm going to be increasing his weights and working at RPE of 15. Saturday will be a work day, but I'd like him to cycle to work again. Sunday will be the same as the last week. However, I'm upping how long he does it for and the weights. Week 5 is similar to week 4. However, with the agility drills, I'm upping it each time, and I'd like to do it a few more times. So, ball drop 40 seconds 6 times, a star drill 20 seconds 6 times, a 2-ball pickup, 1 sprint 10 times. Before each rep, there should be a 30-second rest. And this is going to help with his agility, so he'll be able to dodge around the players to defend the ball and steal the ball away. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be the same, but therefore in the gym I'll be upping his weights. Saturday will be the same. I'll still like him to cycle to work at an RPE of 14. And the circuit training, the lower body at the gym, I'm upping the squats to 14 kilogram bars and 10 reps, and the lunges for 50 seconds. And I'd like him to work at an RPE of 17. Monday will be the same, as it will be agility again. This is once again going to help him with his basketball and hopefully help him dodge around players. The ball drop for 40 seconds, star drill for 20, and the sprint I'd like him to do 12 times. Before each new activity, he needs a 2-minute rest. So Tuesday and Wednesday will be college and basketball training. On Thursday, I'm going to do testing to make sure that his fitness has improved over the past 6 weeks and that my exercise program has worked. On Friday, I'd like him to do fartlek training to help him with his speed. So sprint for 40 meters, walk for 30, jog for 100. Repeat this 10 times. After 5 times, there'll be a 3-minute rest, and I'd like him to work at a 15 RPE. Saturday will be a work day, but I'd like him to run to work. This is 2 miles. I'd like him to run there and back, working at an RPE of 15. And Sunday, once again, will be circuit training at the local gym. So this is going to help on his muscular endurance and strength on his legs. I'd like him to work at an RPE of 17. By upping it each time, hopefully he's progressively overloading with his muscles and hopefully his muscles are getting stronger. At the end of this exercise program, I hope that Alex would have improved on his targets, which were muscular endurance, speed, agility, and cardiovascular fitness. I will check this when I've done the testing.